Guns versus a microphone. Heavily armed Israeli soldiers storm Al Jazeera's bureau in Ramallah, ordering its closure for 45 days.
The occupation forces at around 3 a.m. raided Ramallah's downtown and closed the Shireen Abu Akleh streets, where the building that houses the Al Jazeera office is located. Then after, they destroyed the main entrance and surrounded the area completely, and then stormed into the office.
This is just one of many assaults on Al Jazeera staff and other journalists in the occupied West Bank. And part of what many say is Israel's policy to suppress media freedom.
This is utterly, utterly shocking. I mean, it clearly comes as part of a long, drawn-out policy to try and stop free reporting. There's been, journalists have been locked out of the Gaza Strip. There's obviously been the terrible, terrible targeting of journalists in Gaza. There's been suppression of critical media within Israel and the attempt to stop Al Jazeera from reporting.
While attacks on media workers have long been a reality for Palestinian journalists, they have intensified since October 2023. Many have been harassed, prevented from doing their work, and even arrested. In November, the Israeli military arrested journalist Sumaya Jawabra while she was 7 months pregnant. She is still under house arrest. Over the past year, Israeli forces have detained 108 Palestinian journalists in the occupied West Bank and Gaza. Nearly half of them remain in prison. 37 of the arrested journalists are from the occupied West Bank, and 14 are held under administrative detention, meaning they are held without charge. Palestinian cameraman Mujahid al-Saadi is among them. He's been held without charge for 6 months after he was arrested from his home. But journalists are also being arrested for posting on social media. Palestinians say these are intimidation tactics Israeli forces use regularly. The UN says Israeli authorities have never investigated soldiers who have injured, harassed, or killed journalists in the occupied West Bank, including the Israeli sniper who shot and killed Al Jazeera correspondent Shireen Abu Akleh in Jenin in 2022, an attack which al-Saadi witnessed and survived. In the face of constant threats, Palestinian journalists say they are determined to keep doing their jobs, despite Israel's attempts to silence their voices. Lina, Akleh, Al Jazeera.